Howdy ho, guys and gals. Welcome back to Dinner Tools. Today is Monday, November 24th, which means it's time for, say it with me, Deals of the Week! Oh my gosh, it's Turkey Week, it's Thanksgiving week, it's Black Friday week. We all know what's going on, all the big sales, but come on, we're all ready to take a load off, relax, get some turkey in us, and hang out with the family. But until that happens, we got the hot deals for you. So let's jump through them. First off, I want to thank some of the sponsors here. MaxSpeedingRods. We've talked about them on the channel before. Great generators, all sorts of car parts and stuff. They've come out with their new tire inflator portable tire system, 150 PSI. That's like bike tires, stuff like that, okay? Like road bike kind of thing. Not motorcycles, but like racing kind of bikes. You're not going to take your tires up to that. Anyway, point is that it could do, I would say, regular cars, light trucks, smaller, mid to smaller size tires, and, other inflatable kind of things, basketballs, footballs, soccer balls, the whole 9 yards. And it's got all the adapters and everything that goes with it. Normally, the price on this is $59.99. It's on sale, Black Friday deal, taking it down to $33.24. That's a really good price on that. Yeah, as I said, we've been really surprised with their stuff in the past. Hopefully, the quality on this holds up. Now we're going to talk about Thinkcar. Oh my gosh. All right, first off, let's talk about this. Now they've got, this is their entry level to prosumer level scanner. All right, FCI authorization, Canon protocol, lifetime free updates, active tests, 12 resets, and the build quality on these things are fantastic. They're solid as a rock, rubberized on all the parts where you need it to be, good size screen, nice clicky buttons and all that. This is, again, bidirectional coming at for $180. And look at the size of the screen on this. Now, I can't turn this on for you because it needs to be plugged into a vehicle to turn on. But this is just a fantastic system here for you. Now, they have a higher end one too. We're going to jump to the other end of the spectrum. You're going to notice that it's kind of a theme. There's not a ton of stuff in the middle. There are some deals, some good hot deals that are in the middle. But most of this is going to be kind of bipolar. You're going to get the budget stuff and you're going to get the high end stuff. Case in point, this is your tool truck alternative level, all right? We're talking $425, call it what it is there. Bidirectional, ECU coding, 34 services. Get this, lifetime updates again. Lifetime updates on this level quality, that's insane where you're going to get, all this kind of spectrum of services and whatnot. 34 of them. Again, the FCI authorization, CanFed, DOIP there. Wireless updates and a Bluetooth dongle on it. So you don't have to sit there in the driver's seat. You can plug it in. You can sit back. You can relax, do all the scans. There you got your monkey tech right there. Let's be honest. A lot of trades would be offended by the whole, portraying us as a monkey. Mechanics were like, fits. Anyway, point is, I think some of the best bang for the buck that I've seen recently. I'm really surprised everything they pack into it at the prices that they have. All right, let's keep going. Aferiy, talk about bang for the buck. We've talked about them all year. The Aferiy P210 just blew onto the market. One of the ones started the whole, they really did. They're kind of like the instigators of this whole pricing war that's happened with power stations this year. And you know who wins with that? We do, all right? So this thing is a 2K box, 2400 watts max power. It's got the Bluetooth adapter, but the only negative thing I really had to say, at that price, $550, that is 1/4 the price of what a 2K box used to sell for. The one negative thing I really had to say about it was it isn't that expandable, but it is now. They've got the Aferiy. This is the this is the upgraded version of the 210, all right? This is for 2026, just launched. It's got a power port adapter right there. So now you can stack, look at that. You can stack some power with this sucker here. Look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4 external batteries, plus the battery in the main unit there. That is a lot of output there and a lot of storage capacity. Over 4,000 cycles on this, a 10-year lifespan. It's got the LiFePO 4 batteries, which are the only batteries right now that we will recommend. Nobody's using the old school standard lithium ion. Lithium ion's standard lithium ion, great for power tools, not great for battery systems like this, all right? You want LiFePO 4 in that. That's just kind of a no-brainer. So I'd love to see them really, picking up the pace here. $689 on that. There is a lot of tech involved in trying to get that expandability, if you would. And then we got the big boy. That's the Aferiy 3840. This is what I use right now to run my entire print ranch. And that's currently it's like 12, 14 printers. It can all run through this box. It can handle about anything. This is like your portable, but also like your whole home, your whole RV, your whole cabin kind of thing. This is all the juice, and it is expandable as well. It's on sale. Look at this, $9.93. That's half the price of what a normal 2K box would be. And this is a 3600 output, 3840 watt hours of juice in it. That is one of the best bang for buck power stations going today. All right, then we got Ogery. Now, we talked about them last week, but somehow they hadn't gotten it to me in time. So this is the unit right here. This is, as I said, it's not a high-end work light, but it does, for the average DIY or stuff like that, you don't want to buy like a big, dedicated work light you can't use for anything else. This makes a great camping light, great general use light. The kids want to shoot ball when it's dark kind of light. It's got the pedals that all three pedals come out. Gives you a very Stranger Things kind of vibe, if you know what I'm talking about. Of course, they all rotate as well, so you can have them up and actually pointing down, which is where you're going to need the light. It's even got, this is nice, it's even got a spotlight up top if you want to get directional light. So you can have it in there, you can have light coming out, the light will go up, bounce off the ceiling. Nice broad light. Also, like you want to take it camping? Well, guess what? It's got a hook. Now you can hang it inside a tent or inside the RV or something like that. You would need to use it in the workshop? It's got magnets. It does it all. It's on sale right now for $63.99. Did I mention the giant tripod that comes with it? Nice, versatile little light there, okay? Anyway, $64. Call it what it is. All right, moving on. Kaiweets, the budget version to the Klein tester that I did a whole video on. $55.99. This is going to allow you to trace your circuits. You plug this part in right here. You plug that into the outlet, and then you go to your circuit panel and you just run this over it till it beeps, and that tells you what circuit that's on. Also, then, like, say you've got a light bulb, you want to find out what circuit's on. You screw that into the light bulb, you plug that into it, boom, again, you got it. You could also put it on a tether. It's got an adapter to go to a two-prong. It's got the semi-rigid case that goes with it. On sale right now, normally $60. It's on sale for $56.99. No, $55.99, $56 there. All right, and then we got the Kaiweets digital multimeter. This is a great general purpose DIY level multimeter. Nice big screen with the backlit. That's what I really liked about it. As you get older, your eyes, they don't kind of keep up, and having that bigger screen, easy to read, is important for me, especially when it comes to reading the voltage. Kind of moderately important, right? All right, let's keep going. And then with the clamp meter, I love clamp meters. They allow you to do so much inrush measuring, all that kind of stuff. The D-shaped jaws, they go around the wire. There's a whole thing. You have to watch a video on what inrush and all that is, being able to measure that with a clamp meter. But it is, if you really want to step up your game, you need to do this. And then also it acts as a general purpose multimeter as well. So you're getting all that. Now look at this, normally $60. On sale for $54.59. And there's a coupon that's going to knock another $16.38 off. Again, going to give you a lot of Christmas gift ideas in this video as well. So maybe accidentally share this to the missus or someone else in your life that's looking to buy you some gifts. All right, then we got the Fluke. If you want to go pro, Fluke's where it's at. This is the Fluke 374 FC. All right, this is, again, it's a wire clamp meter. This is a professional grade. It's normally $529. At least that's the list price. It's on sale right now, 36% off a list, down to $341.14. All right, then we got the Topdon. This is the mini thermal cam, all right? It's not the biggest one. You're not going to have a huge screen, but remember, not only can you view it on the screen, but they've got memory cards. So you can do all your scanning. You can go back and you can pop it into your computer and you can see it larger than life and zoom in and do all that kind of stuff and really get the details that you need. That's important when you're looking at stuff like this because you may miss stuff on that tiny little screen, all right? And this one is normally $219, 31% off for Black Friday this week, down to $151.05. They got to squeeze that extra nickel in there, apparently. Then we got Fanttik. Fanttik, with the upgrade to their dual beam laser level. This is that was the D1. This is the D2 plus laser level, 100-foot green cross-line vertical beam laser level with the 360 magnetic base, USB-C rechargeable. Coming in, normally 60 bucks, on sale right now for $38. Now, if you want that tri-beam, they got the tri-beam on sale almost 50% off. It's down 48% to just under $100. $99.49 with the good case with it, with the mount and everything else. Again, this is your triple beam laser level, the D12 Pro here, coming in for under $100. All right, then we got the basic mechanic set from DeWalt. You're getting all three sets here: quarter, 3/8, half-inch. You're getting some wrenches in there, some bit drivers, a few Allen keys. Not a lot of filler on this. It's pretty trim. You know, if this was ground beef, I'd call it 90-10 on that. So it's pretty lean. It's not perfectly lean, but it's getting pretty lean. $137.51 on that. That's 34% off. Then we're over with WorkPro. This is good basic budget pliers set, all right? If you're getting started, somebody else is getting started, or you need a set that you don't care if it grows legs and walks away, $22.79 for all 5 pieces on that. That's 24% off. Plus, you get the roll-up bag with it. You're getting the lineman style. You're getting the snips, or side cutters. You're getting the classic slip joint, some long nose, and the old Channellock style. All right, then we got Wheeler. Wheeler's got some fantastic sets. They specifically kind of dominate in that whole long-distance paper puncher kind of market. You know what we're talking about there? But you can use them for other things, and they're fantastic tools. This is their basic space-saving screwdriver set. Magnetic screwdriver handle, bit assortment with the case coming in 21% off, down to $18.97. If you want the big boy case, this is it. This is the way you go. It's got everything. It's got the FAT wrench style screwdriver handle on there as well. It's got the bit sockets. It's got the foam case, everything there. 34%, taking it down to $117.69. All right, then we're Dovaman. Now, they did just, full disclosure, they just sent this to me. We're just busted out. We're just taking a look at it. I haven't had a chance to use it. I can tell you, build quality, it's not bad. It doesn't feel super cheap, okay? It feels like some other ones that we talked about in the past, if you remember when we talked about that. It feels a lot like that. And I will say this, for a 12-inch sliding dual bevel miter saw with the nice little side panels and stuff on it, or the side tables, I should say, and the laser, I mean, it'd be nice to have a drop shadow, but at this price point, $224 for a 12-inch dual bevel slider, not a bad deal. All right, then we got the big boy, the Delta 12-inch with the robotic arms. Okay, they're not robotic arms. They look robotic. If you know the Bosch glide system, it's the takeaway from this. Probably because the company that made this designed that. All right, this is their own version under their own brand. They own the Delta brand. They also did the same thing for Rigid, which is my current miter saw. And I gotta say, it's a great saw. For $509, that's the sale price. That's down from $589. I know people who've been waiting for this saw. It's why I'm including it, but it's hard to recommend. I mean, don't get me wrong, great saw, but for $389, I can get the Metabo 12-inch dual bevel, 4,000 RPMs, no load miter saw. It's 45. Now it's okay. It doesn't have the robotic arms, so you don't have that coolness factor, but it does have the double barrel sliders on the front facing, which means it is also a zero rear clearance. All right, so it's going to do functionally everything the other saw is going to do, and put money back in your pocket. And it's going to have the shadow line. I think the other one might have the shadow line as well. But it's really hard to recommend the Delta when you can get the Metabo HPT for $389. One of the best deals we've seen all year. All right, then we got the Worx. When are you guys gonna lock in on these? The Worx WX5, it's the Bladerunner, all right? It's a jigsaw, upside down, bolted into a table. That's what it is. But for small cuts, small projects, quick and easy kind of stuff, it is a great tool, guys. For the budget guy getting started, for people who do hobbies and work on small projects, it's great. $119 is just a fantastic price on this. They rarely go, they go on sale every so often, but rarely at this price. 36% claimed on this deal. You'll have to move fast on this Black Friday deal. All right, then we're over here at the Craftsman, the classic acetate handle here. This is, I mean, this is like my childhood in a box right there. The classic Craftsman screwdriver set. We got Phillips slotted torque, 42 pieces. It is not, to best of my knowledge, made in the USA like the old school Craftsman was. Those days are behind us. But if you still like that classic look and you like that classic kind of screwdriver, you're looking at $117.99 on that. All right, then we got the WorkPro, and I've talked about this one a ton. I absolutely love this screwdriver. You're probably sick of me talking about it. I love it. It's great. It's on sale. It's $17.59, right? But its baby brother's on sale too for $15.99, the stubby. I might have to grab this one. I didn't even realize, or maybe I did and I forgot. This is a 12-in-1 stubby. It's basically the same concept, just shorter, getting those smaller areas. Nice, good, palm swell on that. Coming in, again, $15.99, 24% off a list. All right, then we got the Wiha. This is the go-to when it comes to, not getting zapped when you're working on stuff. Insulated screwdrivers, they're the top of the mountain, as it were, right now. This is the 10-piece insulated soft finish with the foam tray coming in. Again, this is professional grade tools coming in at $58.20. Then we've got the GearWrench, again, tool truck alternative. This is the master set, all the screwdrivers. We're talking long, extra long. We're talking short, extra short, stubby even. It's got everything you want in a screwdriver set. Basically, this is one and done tool truck grade for $218. That's 18% off a list. All right, next up, we've got SK, their plier set. It's not that made in the USS SK, but they are good quality tools. I'm not going to say they're as good as they used to be, but they're pretty good. And this is coming in with the foam tray, with the faux carbon fiber finish on top to keep that foam together so it doesn't fray on you. Normally, looking at $100 on this, it's on sale for $85. Again, the 5-piece, you got the slip joint, you got 1, 2, 3 of the tongue and groove, and then you got what I believe is a pliers wrench style on the end. That's not a combo you often see. And then we're back to GearWrench with their version of the tool truck grade pliers here. 6-piece dipped. Rather than that molded cell handle, this is your classic dipped if you prefer that style. Coming in here, $74. You're going to get yourself some needle nose. You're going to get, looks like some side cutters, some lineman style pliers, some basic slip joint style, and 2 of the tongue and groove. All right, and then we're the WorkPro Mini. I've talked about this. I love this set. I use it every day. Tons of great versatile uses with it. You got the stips, and then you got the stubby nose with the wire cutters as well. And then you got the super, this is a true needle nose. These are really a long nose. This is a needle nose set of pliers there. Can really get in there and do that detail work. It's coming in at $8 on that. Next up, we've got the classic. I said like Channellock. This is the Channellock. This is made in the USA. This is the tongue and groove plier set that started it all. You're getting the 3-piece set on this, normally $67, down to $61. And I will say this, typically when you see Channellock on sale, not really a sale. Like they've bumped up the price to bring it back down. This is an actual deal on this. Move fast. If you want made in the USA tools, that's important to you, go for Channellock. All right. How about made in Germany? I like the made in Germany stuff. Knipex rocks. I think they are the top tier when it comes to pliers. Prove me wrong. This is their high leverage in cutting nippers here. The 670120, remember the code is the 61 is the style, the 01 is the finish, 20 is how many millimeter, or 200 is how many millimeters it is. You're looking at 7% claimed. This is the real deal, Holyfield. This is an actual deal. Again, they do a lot of the same stuff Channellock does, where it looks like a sale, it really isn't. This is $45.20 on it. Then we're going to go up here to the cable shears. These almost never go on sale. 5% off right now, down to $38, call it what it is. And then we've got the tweezers. I know some of you are like, why are you talking to me about $23 tweezers? Brother, if you haven't tried good tweezers, you don't understand. I can't make you understand. Get yourself, they've got a good return policy. Buy the tweezers and then tell me I'm wrong, that they're not worth $23. All right, I'll wait. Anyway, $23.60 on 9% claimed. Knipex. Oh, and did I mention their ESD? That's electric shock. That means they're not trying to protect you from the electricity. They're trying to protect what you're working on from your electricity coming through. So if you're working on electronics and stuff, these are the tweezers you want. All right, and then we've got Crescent. Don't let the finish fool you. These are not electric shock resistant, but they are 12-point long pattern combination wrench, SAE wrench set here. There is also metric. The metric is not on sale. All right, this is normally $38. The metric standard $38, but if you want the sale price, it's on the SAE. I know a lot of you don't need SAE, but for those of you who do, this might be the set to grab every once in a while. And I should mention, they don't have teeth per se, but they do have the rounding in there that's kind of tooth-like, which means you're going to get that extra grab on the bolt without quite marring it up as bad as those super aggressive teeth that we see will do. All right, then we got WorkPro, budget ratcheting wrenches here. 22-piece with the case, SAE and metric, 6 to 18 millimeter, 1/4 inch to 3/8 in the SAE with the electrophoretic, I can pronounce that, electrophoretic coating on it, coming down 19% off a list, down to $64.59. All right, then we got the GearWrench set. Check this out, 30-piece set. This is the big dog set here, 12-point ratcheting combination wrench set. Don't ask me where the 6-point ratcheting wrenches have gone. I don't know. But this is the 12-point SAE and metric, 1/4 to 1 inch, 8 to 24 millimeter, 2 racks, coming in for $169.48. That's 30% off of list. Then we got the Nico. This is jumbo wrenches. For you guys working on the bigger stuff, farm equipment, semis, big trucks, stuff like this. I know you've been looking for the jumbo stuff. This is it. Nico's a decent brand, a decent, good budget brand. I know it looks a lot like Proto. It's not made by Proto. It's not made in the U.S., but it is a good budget brand from a decent company here. And you're getting the 16-piece SAE 1/4 to 1 1/4 raised panel style wrench here on sale, 19% off, down to $46.01. All right, then we're back with GearWrench 3-piece teardrop 1/4 3/8 1/2-inch drive in the 120 XP. I will be honest, not a fan personally. I find them to be overly smooth. Maybe I'm just old school. I like more of the clackety clack when I'm doing my, I don't know. I find them to be overly smooth. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you like the 120? Now remember, it's not actually 120 teeth. It's 120 simulated based on the math. If this one takes over, then this one takes over. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, on sale right now for Black Friday, 32% off, taking it down to $70.24. All right, then we got the SK 3-piece set. Classic teardrop with the SK colors. They got rid of the SK knurling, bad on them. 1/4 3/8 1/2-inch, 90 tooth, good classic, just good daily driver kind of wrenches or ratchets. Again, not USA made, but good quality ratchets nonetheless. $59.99. Then let's go Arrow. Nice little pick set. I've been looking at some other pick sets that are out there. I like this. It's got some knurling on the shaft. If you need to do that little pinch grip kind of thing, twist, get something in there. 4-piece with the bag. You know what would make those better? A nice set of trays to hold them in. Now, I haven't tested it with it, so I can't say specifically that our pick and hook tray will fit, but it fits most trays around that kind of size. So you could try it out. And don't forget, we're caught up. We're shipping stuff a lot quicker than we were before. Trying to get ramped up for the holidays, get stuff for people by Christmas. So we've got the different pick and hook trays, as well as and let me go to catalog. You've got to go to catalog there to see everything. We got all the socket trays there for the Quinn Master sets. Now remember, it's the Quinn Master, not the Quinn Master Technician. Now, if you have a master set from another brand, it might fit. I can't guarantee it because I don't have those sets to measure. We're going to be working on that after Christmas when I have more time. But for right now, this is what we got. And also, don't forget the classic microfiber cleaner set there. Look at that. We're even throwing the microfiber cloth with it for cleaning print beds, glasses, all sorts of stuff. It is a really nice little cleaner there. All right, let's get back into it. All right, next up we got to talk about GreenWorks. We got the GreenWorks combo set with the Series 3. Remember the Series 3? Look at the size of this thing. That is super compact. I can't believe how far GreenWorks has come when it comes to their power tools. They've really gotten serious about it, all right, folks? I'm not saying Milwaukee's serious, but prosumer's serious. They definitely, I ignored them before. We're no longer ignoring them. How about that? But that's the Series 3 on the drill driver, the classic impact wrench on that. Not impact wrench, sorry, impact driver, I misspoke. We got 2 batteries, USB-C charging. I love that. I love to see us going towards that. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's going to have a classic charging bay where you just plug into the wall and you can throw it, that's my preference. But those wall wart style ones that plug into the, no, I hate those. If we're going to do that, go USB, because there's a USB-C charger everywhere. I've got them in my car, in the house, in the wife's car, at the friends, at the shop, everywhere there's USB-C cable. That means I can take these anywhere and charge them. Also, I think I can take them anywhere and use them as a battery bank. Anyway, $100 on the combo kit. Combo kit there. That is great for brushless 24 volt. Let's remember that. Now remember, this is made, I'm pretty sure this is made by the same company that makes Cobalt and Skill and all that. That's the 24 volt system. Pretty sure, not definitive, but pretty sure on that one. All right, let's go back here. All right, then we're on with Skill. We got a couple, I think we have both the flip drivers. We have the Skill flip driver and the Worx flip driver. Now Worx, to give them credit, they did come up with this, but Skill, man, they're doing it right where they've got, look at this. It is bi-battery compatible, 20 volt or 12 volt compatible. It comes with the 20 volt with a 2 amp hour battery. And again, USB-C charging, and this one has the flip style where you can put, like, you can put a drill bit on one side and then the driver on the other side, so you can drill your pilot hole, flip it, drive your screws, don't have to worry about cracking, all that kind of stuff. It's normally around $110. Well, list price is $110. Sale price is usually around $100. It's on sale right now, full kit, for $80. Now, on the opposite side is the Worx, and it does a slightly different flip. All right, which allows you to have a slightly longer bit or drill bit on it, all right? And then you got the nice little hand guard to keep your fist from rubbing up against that drill bit. You're getting a couple of bit sets, the bags. You're getting the charger and a piggyback charger on it, and then the battery as well, 20 volt here. 2-in-1 design, 85 bits, full kit here. It's normally $145. It's on sale for $106.70. All right, then we're with the Bosch, the Max, was a 12 volt Max, 2-speed pocket driver. This is your 12 volt, impact driver. It's nothing fancy about it. It isn't the FlexiClick or anything else like that. But if you just need a small compact driver, and the Bosch system, they've got a ton of tools. People don't realize how many tools they have in the 12 volt system. You just don't see them, most of them at retail. You have to order them directly from Bosch, but $85, that's a good price on this. Then we're back with Worx with the Nitro nail gun. I had my issues regarding whether Worx could make a decent nailer, but that was like 6-7 years ago. I was at the National Hardware Show and I got to play around with one. I spent about half an hour with it, and I got to tell you, it drove every nail. It did a great job, and I've heard nothing but rave reviews about it, all right? And this is the 18 gauge brad nailer, all right? Full kit. You're getting the bag, the charger, the battery. You're even getting some nails with it. Normally $189's list price on it, coming down to $140. All right, then we got some saws for you. We got the DeWalt. This is the 8 1/4 inch. This is smaller, but this is the go-to professional job site table saw. Normally $449. It's on sale right now for $349. Then we got the Bosch combination plunge and fixed base router. This is the big boy Bosch, not the little standard one. This is the 2.25 horsepower, and this combo is now on sale for $229. This year, it seems like this is the one they're putting on sale rather than the budget version. All right, then we got the Black & Decker. I know I'm talking about Black & Decker. I just talked to somebody about Black & Decker yard equipment the other day. If you've got a small yard, it's a decent little trimmer. It will trim your yard, and you can do some edging with it, and it'll cut it down. It's not going to do, the back 40. But if you were living on the cul-de-sac and you just need to get a little bit, cut, a little bit done quick and easy and not break the bank, $89 for the full kit with the battery. It will do the job, and it's got the wheel on the side so you can turn it on its edge and use it as an edger as well. And it does cut a decent line. Now talking about something to get rid of lines, scratches, paint, the whole 9 yards, we got the Bosch 7.5 corded 6-inch disc. This is just one of the good classic big boy orbital sanders here. This is a serious professional grade tool. Normally $349. It's on sale right now for $249, all right? Then we got the Bosch grinder. Not a big, super high-end one, but it is kind of a buy-it-for-life tool as far as grinders go. I'm sure you could kill it. I believe in you. I think you could probably kill it. But for most people who treat their tools right, when it gets super hot, and the smoke starts to come out, you put it down, you let it have a break there to enjoy its smoke and cool down before you use it again. You do that, it's going to last a good long time. 4.5-inch angle grinder, corded, on sale right now, 38% off a list, down to $49. Then we got the Craftsman corded multi-tool here. This is just a good standard workhorse multi-tool. You're getting, it's not cordless, it's corded, but you're getting the kit there with the bag, all of that for $69.99. Then we're going to jump over to CC. Look at this. If you're in the CC line, if you jumped in before and you got some of the batteries and stuff, this is interesting to see. The 2.6 gallon wet dry vac here. It's even got wheels you can attach so you can roll it around. You're getting a couple batteries with it, the whole 9 yards. Everything they've made so far has been decent. There's no real dogs, so to speak. Not everything is a home run, but for a wet dry vac, battery operated for $100 with the full kit, not a bad deal. All right, then we got the Metabo HPT quiet air compressor here, all right? 1 gallon, oil-free. Metabo HPT, aka the old Hitachi, they are known for making compressors for decades. This is just a good standard silent compressor there. You'd be amazed how whisper quiet these things can be. 59 dB on that. Coming in on sale, 37% off, down to $119. All right, then we got the Fanttik power drill. This is their nano drill. All right, this is not a big drill. It's not a drill press, anything like that. For small projects and whatnot, got to put a hole in something. This is going to do it. $59.99. That's 33% off. All right, then we got Wolfbox. They've upgraded here. This is their new Wolfbox MF200 electric air duster, 3-speed, full kit with all the nozzles, the charging cable. They got a couple of the dust cloth or dusters there, and the cloth bag to store it all in. Coming in at $85.49. That's 34% off. Then we got WorkPro's 12 volt. All right, is it the most powerful thing out there? No. Is it brushless? No, also no. But it's also $30.59. And WorkPro is building out their 12 volt line. They've actually got a few tools in there that this works with. You're getting the charger, the bag, and some bits with it as well for $30. Again, Christmas presents? Could be. Here's something a little bit different. This is the AMZ CNC hammer lug crimping tool. If you've got big lugs on your cables and you got to put a crimp on them, this is the best way to do it, all right? You just put it in there, get your hammer, and go to town, and it will put a crimp on those bigger cables. And yes, you do not want to solder ends like this. You want a crimp on it. Mechanical crimps are better than solders for this sort of thing, all right? We can do a whole video talking about it, but if you want a video on that, let me know down below, and we can have a discussion. But this is the crimp you want. It's coming in at $11.47. That is 15% off. Already 22% claimed on it. All right, then we're back with Fanttik. We got the rotary tool I've talked about before, but have I talked about it in Santa Claus red? Look at this. F2 Master Mini cordless rotary tool. Great little corded rotary tool, aka Dremel-like device with tons of bits in a rotary little kind of carousel here. Puts it all nice little storage unit. You got the lights that tell you exactly how much speed you're using on it. Easy, toolless chuck on it as well. All that goes together. I use it 3 or 4 times a week probably. $55.99 on that. All right, then we got the Porter cable grinder, 4.5-inch, 7.5, coming in at $43.75. Now I know you hear me give Porter cable a lot of crap. That's the cordless stuff. For the corded stuff, who cares? It'll just, the wall outlet will always be there. I don't have to worry if they're making more wall outlets. All right, it's basically just a downgraded DeWalt, painted gray. That's a good buy right there at $43.75. All right, then we got the heavy-duty power strip here. This is going to get you all the ports plus a couple USB-Cs with the cord wrap built in. 6 foot, they got it up to 25 foot. The 6 foot's on sale right now for $21.24. Then we got the Channellock again with the retaining ring plier set. It's got the multiple bits on there. You can change them out so you can grab different types of things there you're trying to take the ring off of. You're looking at normally $27.95. Again, made in the USA. Made in the USA tool for $16.74. All right, then Yes Welder. Oh my gosh, they're completely dominating in the budget welder space, okay? Arc Captain, not sure if they're going to be around. They've got some issues there. I think they're struggling financially based on some phone calls I've had with them. Not really recommending them anymore because I'd hate for you to buy into them and then a year down the road there be no warranty. All right, the titanium line at Harbor Freight, fantastic, but you're not getting a full-size titanium welder at this price. This is the Flux Core Also will do lift, TIG, stick, of course, they all will. But this is your 110 flex core, your basic hot glue gun for metal, and it's $94.99. This is the welder that anybody can weld with. Yeah, it's going to look like crap, but you'll get better. You will. I mean, I will, right? I'll get better. Anyway, $94.99. That is just a rock star price on that one. All right, then if you want the full boat, this is the one and done 6-in-1. MIG, flux core, cut, TIG, STIG. It's got a plasma cutter built in. It'll do real TIG, it'll do real MIG, it'll do flux core. This is the home gamer top of the mountain here, all right? You can buy higher end stuff, and if you're that good, then great. But for the person who's just like, I just need to get stuff done, I want it to look decent, I want to have the option, and I don't want to buy 3 or 4 different welding systems just to get what I need. This is the one that will do it all. Sit on one cart. There you go. You got everything. Even comes with the regulator. Normally $720 on this, down to 26% to $532. All right, then we got the Govee indoor hygrometer. It's gonna tell you your temps and how humid it is inside, which is good to have in the house, good to have in the shop. Basically, this is gonna stop rust and mold. All right, because you're gonna know what's going on. It's going to tell you what's going on in your room. Good to put in your basement. I have the Govee thermometers in my basement, so I always know, like, are my pipes going to freeze? Do I have to turn on the heat down there? Yes, we have to run separate heaters in our basement. It's Montana. It's a thing, all right? You know, I'm planning to upgrade to something like this, so that way I can tell if I've got water, you know, seeping in down there and I've got mold issues I need to stay on top of. For $28 for the 3-piece set, that's a darn good deal right there. All right, then we got the Worx 4-volt screwdriver. Very similar to some other ones that we've seen from other brands. Skill, Amazon Basic, Metabo. There's a bunch of them making the screwdriver. But Worx has got it right now, sub 30 with the bit set. Really nice package on this, coming in for under $30. Again, Christmas around the corner, stocking stuffers. The desk clamp. I talk about these desk clamps all the time. I just got one of these set up with the new whole branch of the print ranch we set up, and I'm really impressed with the quality. There's some really cheap ones out there. This is good. It's solid. You're getting 5 of your standard plugs on that, plus you're getting 2 USB-As, 2 USB-Cs, a nice good solid switch and plug. It's got the flat style plug that's off at an angle so it won't block other things that you're trying to plug in. Love that about this. 10-foot cord available on it, 6 or 10 foot, your choice. $25.48 for the 10-foot. All right, we're jumping over to Walmart. Hold on. This is a heck of a deal. The Hart 6-gallon 5-peak horsepower stainless steel wet dry vac, normally $85. It's on sale for $29.97. This is a rock star deal. One of the best deals of the week. I would at least buy it for pickup. Don't try and go in store and find it, because at this price, it's going to be gone, or someone's going to hit it. They're going to take it and put it in some other part of the store, let their buddies come and pick it up and then try and resell it. That's what happens with Walmart deals these days. Anyway, the Hart wet dry vac. Now, I know you're like, but you just said don't buy Hart. I said don't buy Hart cordless. All right? The wet dry vac, this is actually made by the same company that makes the Bauer wet dry vac and a bunch of the other brands. It's fantastic. It's a great wet dry vac. It's a good wet dry vac at $85. It is a rock star, just insane deal at $30, all right? With the stainless steel tub, come on. All right, then we got the Hyper Tough 27-gallon plastic storage bin with the red top, coming in at $32 for the 4-pack. That's $8 each on those. That's a great deal on storage bins, all right? Then we're over at Woot's. This is weird, all right? Woot, which is owned by Amazon, it's their deal of the day site. They've got the Milwaukee 1-key. This is the 3/4, not half-inch, 3/4 on sale right here. The Fuel brushless high-end professional grade 3/4 for $280, down from $429. Then they've got the drill driver here. Again, the Fuel on sale for $129. These are tool only, all right? And then we've got the ratchet with the battery, the full kit with the bag, coming in at $120. And then we got a couple of the batteries here, the 6 amp hour batteries 2-pack for $160. this is wild to see because Amazon's not an authorized seller. Woot isn't either. Woot is a clearinghouse. That means somebody else had a bunch of these and couldn't move them fast enough and just needed to get their money back out, so they sold them over to Woot, and Woot's clearing them out. So your call on that. You're an adult. You choose whether you want to buy it through that channel. But I mean, if you're looking for a 3/4 for sub $400, sub $300, $280, that's a good deal right there. All right, over at Tecton, again, blowout deal, and they're very quiet about it. But if you look, save an extra 20%. Discount applies in cart. Ends December 5th. And this is only in the outlet section, all right? So all the outlet stuff, the wrenches, the crowfoot, the old style screwdrivers, we've got the every bit tech. You know, if you've been around the channel, I love this set. I love this set to death. That's a great set. That's a great one to get. There's too much to go through. Go check out. We'll have links to everything down below. Check out the Tecton set. Now, here's the question. Can you do that and get the 10% cash back? Because I bet you can. That would be 30% off, really. Maybe not. Let me know. If you try it, let me know. All right? I'll pin the comment. All right, then we got the bonus items here. Again, Christmas around the corner, trying to throw in some bonus stuff for you. The Ninja, this isn't just the blender. This is the full kitchen system. So you get the bullet style blender with the mug. You got the food processor style on there. Plus you got the standard blender. All of that goes together. Normally $220 on the full set. It's on sale 41% off, down to $129, $130. Then we got the Hisense 43-inch 4K TV. Now remember, Hisense, not the best TVs. Good TVs, good picture, all right? Decent picture, decent. They're not Sony quality. They're not Samsung quality. They're not LG quality. But, you know, if you're on a budget or you need it for the man cave, for the garage, for the kids' room, for gaming, that kind of stuff, for that second, third kind of tier kind of TV around the house. Also, do you see that? I use a 43-inch TV as my monitor. Now, granted, mine's a Samsung. I got it at Costco. They were having a blowout sale. But we have a Hisense at home that we use as a second TV for like gaming and stuff like that. This is, and it's Fire TV, so you can stream YouTube. You could watch Den of Tools on there, get all your deals, all that kind of stuff. But again, don't buy, I see the price on these monitors. Monitors are so expensive, and you want to get an ultra wide, everything. This is as wide as an ultra wide. All right. I bought an ultra wide on my desk over there. I wanted to see what it was like. It's got the curved and everything. I'm not buying one again. I'm just going to get one of these. The curved is cool. It has the nice, as the kids say, the aesthetic. But this is just wall of monitor in your face, and I recommend it to everybody. All right. All right. Let's keep going here. We got the Casio Wave Scepter Illuminator, the Bossinator, the Timinator, I don't know what they call it. Water resistance to 20 bars. So basic swimming, you're not going to go deep sea diving in it. Lowest price in 30 days, down from $56 to $37.50. I've got a son who loves watches. Me, I'm not a watch guy. I've never been a watch guy. Probably because I can't really wear a watch on my left wrist. I can't wear it on my right. And I broke my left wrist when I was like 14 or 12 or something like that. And I got a big knot in it there. I don't know if you can see it there. And so a watch won't sit straight. It sits to one side or the other and it just irritates me. So I am not a go-to watch guy. I should have my son on here. But I know a lot of guys who, if you wear a watch, here's a good quality watch. It's rugged. It's going to get you all the information you need. It's waterproof, water resistant. So splashes and stuff like working outside aren't going to be a problem. Nice little watch there for $37.50. All right, then we got Settlers of Catan. If you've not played Settlers of Catan, and you don't have to be a dork or geek to play board games like this, it helps. It really does. But no, this is, I showed this game to my family, and my wife, who's not a game geek, got addicted. We had to hide the board game from her because she has a problem. Anyway, holidays coming up, hanging out with the family. After you clear off the Thanksgiving dinner, break out Settlers of Catan. It's a great, fun game to play. All right. Then next up, we've got the Lego Creator. Now you're like, why are you showing me Legos? Come on. As I said, Christmas gifts, you know, Dad, Grandpa, whoever you are watching this. Remember a few grandmas out there, some moms. Here's what I'm going to say about this. you got kids, nephews, nieces, people who you have to buy for, or maybe there's like something for like the Boy Scouts or something. You got to buy a gift, and it's going to be for, they say boys and girls. It's mostly going to be a boy gift. All right. I don't know a boy under the age of 10, 12 maybe, who doesn't like Legos and dinosaurs. This is Legos and dinosaurs. Double win. You're the rock star. You win gifting with this thing at $10.49. Everyone's getting a dinosaur. You're getting a dinosaur. You're getting a dinosaur. You're getting a dinosaur. You know what? And if you buy one for yourself, I won't tell. Scout's honor. And I was a scout. I was even a scout master. Take that. All right. And I got to talk about 3D printers. The Bambu Lab P2S launched. Oh my gosh. This was, I had a contact at Bambu Lab. They're like, we don't think it's going to launch until January. They'll be able to buy it in January. It won't ship until February or something. The FCC's pushing us back. Yeah. Overnight approval and shipping. In fact, I got mine yesterday. All right. This is the upgrade. It's the upgrade to the P1S. It wipes out the X1C. It's a beautiful box. It comes with the AMS2 Pro. It is $800, but I mean, if you're buying one for yourself and a starter one and you've got the budget for it, and if you don't have the budget for it, I get it. But if you do, this is, talk about future proofing. This is the one that's going to last you years and years and years. Now, if you are on a budget or you're looking for a gift for someone young, because I get asked this a lot, the A1 series is still where it's at. Now, there's two versions of this. There's the A1 that's got the dual arm upright, and it's $279. There's the A1 Mini, and it's $200. Now, if you want to add the AMS multicolor, that's going to cost more, all right? But this will get you started. You could start for under $200. Now, granted, that plate is kind of small. That plate is the same size as this one. That means the build volume, how big an item you can make. And 256 is about 10 inches. About 10 by 10 by 10 is what you're looking at. All right, and the A1 will do it too. Now, the nice thing about the P1S or P2S is it keeps it all enclosed. That way, cold drafts don't affect it. You can work with materials that you have to use fully enclosed. It also keeps a lot of those nasty fumes in there. And it's got a recycling filter system, and it just does all that. It's the iPhone of 3D printers. And as somebody who switched to the iPhone, where is it? If the old guys were commenting the other day, like, no, you use a Moto. Yes, I used Android for years. I even used to be a certified Android developer, all right? I was big in Android. I was big in all that kind of stuff, do it yourself, everything else. I got older and I'm like, I just want it to work. Just works. Other than voice to text. Apple, your voice to text sucks. The rest of phone, fantastic. Voice to text, what were you thinking? On my Mac, voice to text is awesome. It's great. I use it all the time. On my phone, balls. Excuse me, but I'm going to say it sucks balls. Anyway, we'll put links to everything down below. Remember, if you're interested in 3D printing stuff, I started a whole separate channel, so I'm not flooding this one. We're going to have a few other things over Black Friday, because it's Black Friday, Christmas season. We'll have a few more items on this channel, but most of the content's going over there, and that is 3D Print Ranch. Again, I'll put a link down below. Go and check it out. I hope you all have a fantastic holiday. Make sure you take the day off on Thursday. Spend it with your family. And if you don't have family, find some friends, find somebody. You can email me. I'll try and email you back. It's gonna be busy this year. Now, remember, my email's down below along with everything else, so you can check that out. Anyway, if you like what we do here, go ahead and chomp the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care. God bless, and as always, shine on.